Hello, I'm Douglas. Today I'd like to share with you some information I have found about no-fly zones around airports, in particular around Japanese airports. After having resisted the temptation to buy a drone for many years, I finally decided in August 2018 to buy a Parrot Anafi. As I live in Japan, I wanted to be sure that I played by the rules when I was flying the drone, in particular around airports. As I am very ignorant as far as the rules of flying go, I will be more than happy to hear comments and suggestions from any of you who can add to or correct any of the assumptions I have come to. Even before the Anafi arrived by post, I had started looking for a drone map that would show me the no-fly zones. At that time I was pointed to the DJI drone map. In August 2018, the area around Kumamoto on DJI's map looked like this. I live here. Kumamoto Airport is here. This area between the red inhabited area no-fly zone and the circle around Kumamoto Airport no-fly zone is an area with many rice fields, and it served as a good area for me to begin practicing flying the Anafi. Some weeks after I had begun flying there, someone suggested a different map that I might find useful. That map looked like this. I was shocked to see that the circle around Kumamoto Airport was much larger on this one, and it covered the area where I was presently doing a lot of flying. The following day I looked at a third suggestion for a no-fly zone map, and I was even more shocked to see that there were 3 circles, and that the outer circle covered the whole of the Kumamoto area all the way to the coast. It was then I decided to try and read up about airspace around airports. It wasn't easy for a non-pilot to understand much of the information that I found on the net. There were measurements in meters, miles, nautical miles, diameters, feet, radiuses, kilometers, AGLs, and so on. Finally, I decided on how I would interpret these circles around airports. Now, before I show you my results, I should explain the following. I am only looking at no-fly zones around airports. I am not taking into account the other no-fly zones like populated areas, large buildings, crowds of people, and so on. Also, it's important to know that the maximum altitude for flying a Parrot Anafi in Japan is 150 meters. However, I have set my geofence for altitude to 110 meters. The original DJI map I was using had a 9-kilometer diameter circle around Kumamoto Airport. The most shocking map I found had 3 circles around Kumamoto Airport at 9, 34 and 48 kilometers diameter. What I found out from my reading was that if I tilt the map 90 degrees and look at the circles from the side, the inner 9-kilometer circle is measured from ground level, or as they say, AGL, above ground level. This is the area I should make sure I avoid. The 34-kilometer circle's no-fly area begins from about 365 meters altitude and continues upwards. The 48-kilometer circle's no-fly area begins at an even higher altitude and upwards. So for me and my Anafi, as long as I fly below 150 meters, I only need to worry about staying away from the 9-kilometer diameter circle around the airport and control tower. As I said at the beginning, I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to airspace and no-fly zones. So if anyone can add to or subtract from my conclusions, I'd be more than happy to have you write something below. Thank you for watching, and I hope I've been able to clarify a little more about no-fly zones around airports. Bye for now.